Hello, Women's Journey of Faith community. What a sacred and special time we had at our most recent conference, the Healing Fragrance Conference. I woke up the following day with deep gratitude for this community and for all the ways that we have grown together and learned together over the last number of years. The ways that we've walked in love and endeavored to live by faith and courageously inspire one another towards our destiny of being part of God's family and fulfilling all that God has designed for you and I to do. On behalf of Barb, our Women's Journey of Faith president, the board, and our entire team, I want to give a generous thank you, a heartfelt thank you to Dr. Mary Lynn. She challenged us to cast off our dead weight because we are not made to be comfortable. She reminded us that love and grace must come before truth, that to live is to hurt, and there is freedom in facing our pain. She lovingly instructed us on what we should do with our pain and what will happen if we don't. She spurred us on to strengthen our freedom-fighting muscles, reminding us that God is right there with us in the journey. She led and served us well, and we want to thank her for finally making it to Saskatoon. And thank you, Dr. Mary, for gifting as many men and women as you could with your book, The Fully Lived Life. We love you. We look forward to having you back. And who could forget our local women, Ramona Thiessen, Roberta Fiddler, Linda Wood Davidson, and Ceci Bureau. Roberta gave us an update on our Northern Initiative, her devotional success, and the joy of the young girls and boys who receive sports or beauty bags. And she talked about what's next. Thank you, Roberta, for partnering with us and for the work that you're doing in the North. We celebrate you. We honor you. And then there's Ramona with her spirit-led art. She is a gift to us all. She humbly models for us what it means to live in destiny as she lives hers right before us. We want to thank her for her generosity in giving back proceeds to the Women's Journey of Faith from the painting she created and sold, and which is now headed to that new home. And Ceci, I don't even know where to start with this gifted woman of God whose story of faith and perseverance reminded us of the amazing things that we can accomplish. She reminded us that we change the atmosphere where we are because we are the aroma of Christ. And we become that by falling at the feet of Jesus, allowing ourselves to be broken and poured out and made new. It will cost us, but Jesus is worth it. And then there was Lindy. Lindy captivated us with the dinner story from John 12, verses 1 through 8, taking us for a deep dive into who the people were that were present in the room, the conflict, the ulterior motives, the love, the brokenness. She confronted us with the reality that there are many things that want to pull us away from Christ, from intimacy with Christ. And that intimacy with Christ is different than proximity to Christ. Lots of people were in close proximity to Jesus, but they didn't have intimacy with Jesus. And so we learned about Mary, the only woman that we hear about sitting at the feet of Jesus in the New Testament. And finally, thank you to our volunteers, sound technicians, the Faith Alive Band, City Center Church, our good friends at Kennedy's Parable, and the many others that made our spring conference so wonderful. Now, if you missed this conference, portions of it will be available on our Collaborative Hub. The Hub is our Women's Journey of Faith resource center that we've created where you can access all kinds of resources, including some of our past conferences for a very nominal annual fee. Check out our website at www.wjof.com to get connected. And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter while you're there. That way you can stay in the know. So let me close by reading for us the paraphrase of the text that we used for this year's conference. It comes from 2 Corinthians 2, verses 14 and a couple following. God always makes his grace visible in Christ, who includes us as his partners of his endless triumph. He includes us, he includes you, he includes me in that endless triumph. Through our yielded lives, he spreads the fragrance of the knowledge of God everywhere we go. We have become the unmistakable aroma of the victory of the anointed one of God, a perfume of life to those who are being saved, and the odor of death to those who are perishing. We change the atmosphere when we walk in the room. Thank you for being a part of our conference. We look forward to connecting with you again soon.